name is Rita. Welcome to day 7 of this challenge to get your house in order. Today we're finishing up the kitchen, yay! We have some tasks left here. So the first thing is the counters. Yeah, today I did not clean up my counters before the videos like I usually do, so you get to see my mess. But yeah, things get put on the counter all the time, and that's why I like to find a spot for everything inside, that I can put them away again, that this is not the normal. So one of the examples is like this diffuser. I used it this morning. I haven't put it away yet, but because I have the space in the cupboard, I can put it away. And that's why we did the cupboards first, the drawers and the cabinets, so that you can maybe find space for things that used to be always on the counter. So this goes here. Then the other things is let's talk habits. So I do clean up the counter usually a couple times a day. During the day, it's always some kind of dishes that need to be washed that gets here. Then other things, what I'm really trying to focus on is cleaning up after we have used something, to put it away right away. This does not always happen. We're a work in progress, my kids too. So things like this, which just didn't get put away again. It is normal if things like that gets to be on the counter during the day. But it's just important to just keep up doing the work so that it does not get overwhelming in the end. So I'll just put this away. So the counters is one thing. Clean them up really nicely, scrub them if you need to. I always have these corners here which I have to pay extra attention because crumbs get stuck there. The second thing is all the surfaces on top. So on top of the cabinets, if you have room there, you see these ones don't have anything, but over there, there's lots of dust probably. If you have things on top of the cabinets, try to find a place for it inside. It's way easier if you don't have to dust the things all the time, right? Then the range hood, if you have something like this on top of it. And then the other thing is the sink. Scrub your sink so that it's nice and clean. If you have a carburetor, clean that. I usually do that with some salt and like a lemon zest. And then I just let it run for some time with really hot water on top of it. Then it smells really nice, and that gets the gunk out of there. And then do the rest by hand that you need to do. The next thing is the lights. If you look closely, this one has cobweb on it. So clean the lights and then wash the floors. And then if you do have a door, clean that door. This would be what we would do for the kitchen. If you have something left that we haven't touched on yet, do that too. So let's get going. This is how I like my kitchen, all nice and clean and everything put away, even the dishes. And then, yeah, so what I didn't say before, the backsplash area. So I cleaned that too, and the light switches, don't forget those. And then I found some dirty spots under there, so I cleaned those too. Yeah, wipe everything down, what stays on the counter, like the mixer and the blender. And then, so if you do have hard water, you might have some build up. I had that here before we got the softener. So vinegar usually works quite well for that. Then the sink, I cleaned that with baking soda, vinegar, and dish soap. And with this little spongy to scrub. Don't forget the footboard when you wash the floors so that that gets nice and clean too. If you do have picture frames in the kitchen, then wipe those too. But I only have that little sign here, which I love. Do small things with great love. All done for the kitchen, yay! So that was it for day 7. Now it is your turn, and I do see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we go into the dining room. So if your kitchen and dining is together, don't worry about it. We're still going to do the dining room. Okay, so little dirty secret. I was thinking about if I should put this in here or not, but here you go. You stuck with me till here, so you get to know my secret. So see, today all the dishes are done, but sometimes I fake it until I make it. You know that little saying, right? So down here my shelf is empty. This is because all the dishes are done. If there is something happening that visitors come over quite fast or something, that I'm not able to do the dishes right away, I can put them down there because I have the space, and then I can just shut the door and nobody sees the mess. And I don't want to give the impression that I always do that, but sometimes it's just not feeling comfortable if people come over and there is a mess. And especially thinking of us wanting to sell the house if there's a house showing and we're not able to clean up everything, right? So we still live here, we still make a mess, but sometimes if you don't want to show it, I do fake it till I make it. But yeah, as soon as possible, the dishes are getting done then later. And I want to show you, look here. I am making kombucha because I found this SCOBY in my pantry when I cleaned it out. So I'm excited for that. I hope it still works because it's a bit older. While I'm enjoying my reward, I wanted to take a second and talk about excuses. Are you having excuses coming up by now? I think this is about the time where the first motivation is kind of a little gone. So I wanted to talk about that. You cannot have excuses and results. You have to choose. Either you choose your excuses or your results that you can have. So today I had excuses myself. I have a headache today and I did not want to clean at all. Every time going down, it was getting worse. But I decided, I pushed through and I get this done. So I did, and you can do that too.